So it has been a while since we've done one of these videos. No, PS Plus Central does not have a new voiceover person. It's just me. I've lost my voice and I sound crazy. Yes, very, very deep. I am aware, but just bear with me anyway. It's time for the drop. Usually these videos don't come out very often because in a week there's just not usually that many new games coming out that I'm interested, that I think you'll be interested. Usually like one, so we'll mention it on Tuesday's video instead, but this week there's actually 3 awesome looking games coming out that personally I cannot wait to play, and I think you guys will absolutely love as well. They are all completely different, from indies to massive AAA stuff, but either way they all look absolutely epic, so let's get into it. First up, the first game that I'm going to go for is from the makers of Goat Simulator, and it's a game called Just Die Already. Now, yes, it's a little bit insensitive when you actually find out what the game's about. Pretty much, it's about old people. It's an old person sandbox game. If you think of the style of Goat Simulator where it's just an open city where you just literally mess around, in this game, it's very cartoony. You're an old person and you're being kicked out of your retirement home, and you just need to try and survive and mess around and do whatever you like, really. You can play it online with your friends as well, so you can all kind of jump into the same world, just pick things up and beat each other, ruin people's lives, ruin people's days, and just do some stupid, crazy stuff. The gameplay for it looks really, really fun, and personally I think this is going to be really cool to play. Granted, if you think of Goat Simulator, unless you're a trophy hunter or something, the game can get very, very boring after playing it for a couple of hours. But if it ever goes free, or if you ever get a chance to play it, personally I think the game will be really, really fun to play. But I think it's going to be one of them games that after playing it for a couple of days, people will get bored of it. Unless, however, you're messing around with your friends. If you play it solo, it'll get very, very boring. If you find fun things to do with your friends, or if you're a little bit older and you've got kids and you want to mess around with your kids on it, then it could be a really, really cool game to pick up. Next up, Knockout City. Now, this game we've actually had before on beta access, so we've been able to play it a little bit. It's been shown off quite a bit as well. It's the dodge brawler game, whatever you want to call it. It looks really, really fun. So if you think of a dodgeball game, apart from your characters have got special abilities, you can catch the ball and you can fling it and it'll literally spin around a corner and knock someone out. It looks okay. I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to get the best responsive gameplay style, in all honesty. It comes from EA, so if you think Rocket Arena style, I'm very much imagining the same style of gameplay, and I think it's going to be one of them games when it comes out that it's going to be very niche. I don't think that many people are going to pick it up, to be honest with you. Even though the game does look like it could be cool, personally, I just don't think that it's going to get the best response. I'm curious to see what you guys think, though. That's personally my opinion. I could be completely wrong and it could be a huge hit. It's something that I'm going to be checking out and playing myself, but I don't know whether it's something that's going to keep me interested for very long. Leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Knockout City, do you think it's going to be a knockout hit, or do you think it's just going to go a massive flop? Leave a comment, let me know down below. But finally, the final game that's out this week, which I've been waiting for quite a long time to come to console, and I have tried it on PC with some issues, and it's Rust. Rust is a game that's been out quite a while. It then picked up again recently where a lot of streamers started playing it again. I tried playing it on PC. However, if you look at Rust on PC, the one massive complaint is it can take half an hour loading time to load into a game, and that's not over exaggeration. If you don't have an SSD with your game loaded on it, it takes forever to load into the game. And after I bought the game, had the same issues, hated it, got a refund on it, I realised that my computer has an SSD and a HDD and I just installed it on the wrong drive. So yes, stupid me. If only I'd have transferred it over, I could have already been playing it on PC. Now, as far as I'm aware, the console version isn't cross-platform with PC. It's going to be cross-platform exclusive with other consoles, so if you've got friends on Xbox, you'll be able to play together. But Rust, it's the usual open world survival kind of gatherer kind of thing. So if you think of, I'm imagining this anyway, I've seen a little bit of the gameplay for it, but obviously I haven't got to play it properly myself. If you think of Ark or Atlas or Conan Exiles, that kind of thing, where you're gathering your materials to build bases, you go in looting stuff, and there's other teams kind of scattered around that you can go and kill and rob them and all that kind of thing. Special areas in the map where you'll get rarer stuff. It's that kind of game that you can play forever. It does take a lot for these games to get boring. I played Ark for quite a while. I also played Atlas for a very long time, and the only reason that I stopped playing those games wasn't because I got bored of them, wasn't because I lost interest in them. It was literally because friends stopped playing. And when you're in one of them games where there's like 10, 15 people in like a base and you're all doing stuff together, as soon as those numbers start trickling down and it turns out there's like 2 or 3 of you, it gets a bit overwhelming when all the other tribes and stuff start hunting you down, and literally there's not much you can do because there just isn't enough of you. And then when that starts getting stressful, it gets even lower until it's literally just you, and even though you want to play the game, you're stuck playing it solo and you just struggle to survive. It's the only problem. Again, with something like this, if you play and usually you stop playing on your own, jump in the Discord, you'll see it pop up at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to try and create a page for this, so anyone that picks up the game, we could make, say, a central clan, and I'll jump in it and I'll play together, and it could be really, really fun. Curious to see what you think about that. Leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. But that's the drop. Finally, we've got to do one. It's been forever since we've got to cover some brand new games that are coming out. Literally, usually there's like one game that could possibly be interesting to play, but this week there's 3, and that is absolutely epic. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.